you educate yourself with a lot of books, because I remember you saying that you read books like Rich Dad Poor Dad, and kind of they kind of made a pivot in your mind as well, right?
For sure. I started reading those books when I was 14, so I didn't necessarily have anyone to help me or mentor me or anything like that, but just those books were basically my my phantom mentors at the time.
Yeah. What were some of your key pivotal books that kind of helped you go from essentially $0, £0 to 10 million, 15 million a year?
I'd say probably well, it's different because that's the issue. It's like the books to go from 0 to 50K a year, 100K a year, the books that you read then are slightly different to the books that you read at this stage of the journey.
Yeah.
So the initial sort of books are like Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, this, that, and those are good books to read right now. But if at this stage I don't read those books and get anything from them, quite honestly. And then maybe if you're trying to go from 100K to $1 million a year, then there's great books like, Reality Transurfing, for example, right? And those books are a little bit more meaty, but there's a lot more that you can kind of learn from there. So, it's in the same way, I don't necessarily believe that Joe Dispenza, because obviously we were talking about him, you'll be indulging in some of his work in just a few days. So his stuff, I don't know if it's necessarily the best place to start with, but once you get to a certain point, because a lot of people kind of just do this self-help masturbation where
it's just like wanking in the wind, basically.
And it's at the beginning, it's very simple, just do it, like that's it, right? There's really not much else to it, and at the beginning really all it is just discipline. Whereas once you get to a certain stage, then you need to understand your limiting beliefs, your mind, all that sort of stuff.